great job by the entire team, coming back and playing really solid baseball. Even if we have lost today, it would have been, I'm just really proud of the team because after what happened Friday, a little bit of an embarrassment. We all felt it, and to win yesterday, pitch great, hit a lot of clutch hits, and then really do the same thing today. It says a lot about the character of our players and a lot of guys that know how to win and want to win. And what a great job by our pitching staff the last 2 days.
Matt?
Hey, in the last three starts for Lockhart, he's taken you into the fifth inning without giving up any runs. What have you thought about the consistency that he's been able to show?
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of confidence in Lyle right now. I mean, it's like the experience that he's gained over the last 4 years is really coming out for us, and we need it with how many young pitchers we're using right now. For him to go out and give us 4 or 5 quality innings on a Sunday. A lot of times teams are running short. I'm sure there's going to be a series this year where we've had to use a lot of guys on Friday, Saturday, and hopefully he can continue to do this. But it's been big for our staff and really gives us a lot of confidence to put him out there.
Then for Cops, he came in, I think there were runners on the corners, got out of that jam, and then he only threw 41 pitches and got 10 outs today. What can you say about the efficiency that he had?
Tremendous job. We were even thinking about sending him back out, talked to him about it a little bit. He didn't fight us a whole lot. And, we'd been going with Wiggins, and we just decided that, there was guys that are getting ready to see him again for the second time, and we didn't want to push our luck there. He had done such a nice job for us. And, I was really glad to see Wiggins fight through that. It's good that we won the game. And at the same time, he had to deal with a little adversity, and he handled it pretty well.
Coach?
Yeah, Dave, was this kind of the plan you had going in, Lockhart to Cops to Wiggins? Was that kind of what you had planned going in?
Well, in a perfect world, I would have thought we might have gone with one more pitcher in there. We had a couple other guys that, we were thinking about going to, but we really didn't have to because Kevin gave us, I guess he got us 10 outs. And, so that was good. Yeah. But Cops was the guy we were going to if we got in a jam early. If we had the lead or if there's a different situation, we might have gone to someone else and then gone to Kevin. But the way it worked out, that's what we had planned, and he came through for us.
And Lockhart had career high 9 strikeouts today. What was it that he had working for him to get all those strikeouts?
Well, he was locating his fastball away to the lefties, and he was throwing a really good breaking ball. And he had those, he's throwing a good breaking ball to right-handers. Just a lot of good spin there, and locating that fastball in and away, stayed out of the middle of the plate, and was ahead in the count. I mean, sound like a broken record, but that's what you call pitching, and that's what he did.
Matt and Hutch, it's just you two guys in here as of right now, so floor is yours.
Yeah. Hey, Opitz got the big hit for you there in the 6th inning, gave you a little bit of breathing room. What did you think about not just that at bat, but you guys were able to kind of piece together that inning real well to get to that point?
We did. Sometimes against good pitching, and they had some really good ones going today, you just try to get a shot. And when we had 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs, with Opitz up, you're just thinking, hey, just find a hole here. And, that's just called one of those big hits. You get a big hit, you win a lot of games. And, he just did a nice job with 2 strikes of staying on that pitch. They were really playing him up the middle and to pull because that's what he'd done a lot. But with 2 strikes, he adjusted, got off the end of the bat, and just slapped that ball in the hole. And we were fortunate it got through. And obviously, we ended up needing those 2 runs.
And then your defense seemed like a lot of ground ball outs, really nice plays. I think about Smith made one, Battles made one, Moore made one right over here on the right field line that got you an out. What did you think about just all the plays that they made behind your pitchers?
I thought that our defense was outstanding all weekend. I think the only ball that we really booted was the one the other day that I think Smith, pulled the first baseman off on a slow chopper up the line with their fastest runner down the line. He didn't get a grip on the ball. And other than that, we handled the ball really well. We didn't give him, any extra outs, so to speak. And, just the defense has been great. The fielding percentage is real good, but we're making plays and the routine plays. That's what you got to make, and that's what we've gotten done so far this year.
Robert.
Hey, Coach, a couple weeks ago, they announced that they'd increase the capacity in the stands. Did you feel like there were more folks there this weekend?
Oh, yeah. You could really tell. You could tell a lot. And especially last night, I think our fans were feeling a little rowdy. Today, the Sunday crowd, there were a lot of people there, and at times they were loud, but a lot of times on Sunday, there's just, it doesn't seem quite as loud as Saturday night. Saturday night, something special about that.
Tom.
Hey, Dave, with Denton up in the 5th inning, you went ahead and went to Cops. Lockhart had pitched well to that point. What was the decision there?
Well, Zane Denton is a really, really good hitter, but he's really good from the right side. He's a switch hitter. You notice they moved him up to the 3 hole against our lefty. Against the righty, he hits in the 5 hole. And there's a reason for that. He's better right-handed. I've seen Zane Denton play for a long time. Recruited him, offered him, wanted him. He wanted to stay a little closer to home, and we just felt like in that situation we needed to turn him back around, and that's why we brought Kevin in.
Gotcha. And you mentioned this at your opening, but when you get beat like you did Friday, and then to come back and really hold them down for 2 games in a row, how does that feel heading into? And then if you could speak about the Memphis series a little bit too.
Yeah, first, just holding them down. I mean, just really proud of the pitching staff. It didn't go well at all, obviously, on Friday. And that was the 2nd inning. We're down 10-0. And we ended up getting whipped pretty bad. We did save some of our guys just in case we needed them for Saturday and Sunday. And it worked out okay. And sometimes if you lose 2-1 or 15-1, it's still a loss. And it was so early in the series. And, just glad that we were able to come back and win the series. As far as, Memphis, they're coming to town for 2. I'm looking forward to continuing to play in games. We're 2, 3, 4 games behind a lot of the other, schools in the SEC right now in games played. And we got some guys that need to play. We got some pitchers that need to throw. I'm going to try to mix it up as best I can, but still win both games. So just looking forward to playing some more baseball games.
Yeah. Have you and Matt talked about your starters? We're not getting you tomorrow. So
Yeah. No, I would say that you'll probably see Bolden start one of them. I'm not sure on the other one yet, but that's just off the top of my head. But Matt and I, just trying not to look forward to or look past today's game. Discussed it for 2 minutes today. That if we didn't use Bolden, we'd definitely probably give him a start one of these games.
cool. Thanks.
Anything else for Coach?
Yeah, I've got one more. Do you have any pitchers who you haven't thrown yet this season who you think might get some work in that Memphis series?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you might see one. Still discussing that a little bit, but there is a possibility you'll see one, and we'll try to make an announcement tomorrow. I'm going to go back in and talk to Matt and see how he wants to handle this as far as the starting pitching. But yeah, there's going to be some guys out there that need to get out on a mound.
And then on Lockhart, today I think he had 3 of 5 leadoff hitters get on against him, and then it was a scoreless game, obviously, for a long time. To be able to pitch through that and do maybe as well as he did today, what were your thoughts about that? Because it seemed like it was probably some stressful innings.
Yeah, the first inning he strikes out the first hitter of the game, but it's on a tough pitch, really fooled the hitter, and it gets by a catcher. And so we gave him 4 outs to play with that inning, and he got out of it. I think there was maybe a leadoff hit and maybe a walk, but like I said earlier, he's a veteran. He's been around. He knows how to pitch out of jams. He doesn't panic, and he just did a good job again. That's what you got to be able to do. The good pitchers, they can pitch with runners in scoring position, and that's what Lyle does.
Hutch, any final things?
Yeah, I just got one more. Dave, I was listening to the 9th inning on the radio, and Phil and Bubba were saying that Paulette was getting loose in the bullpen. Was he available, or was he just getting some work in?
Yeah, he's available. He's getting loose. He threw 40 pitches the other day. believe me, he wants to pitch. So, yeah, we don't know if we're going to start him next weekend. So come a reliever, come a reliever. That's kind of what was going on there. And so, yeah, that could have happened. You should come to the game. You could see that in person. See?
Trust me, I wish I was there.
Thanks for the time, Coach. Appreciate it.
Okay. See you guys.